I have been in gangs. I have been, 3 or 4 guns held to my head at once. I have my jaw shattered, being jumped. I've had a rough life, and I will not live it again.
Meeting people at the point of their need is vital. That's what NewDay Services did for Michael and continues to do for thousands like him. Walking alongside clients, whether it's neglect, domestic violence, addiction, alcohol and drug abuse, NewDay Services provides inspiration, vision, practical tools, and life coaching, allowing individuals and families the opportunities to embrace sustainable change.
He admitted to me that he had tried marijuana for the first time. Due to the fact that it made him very sick, I felt like this was it. It made him sick. I'll never have to worry about this again. He's learned his lesson.
Unfortunately, it was not a lesson learned. Instead, a life of drug and alcohol abuse had just begun at age 12.
I was not aware of Michael's issues for a very long time.
I never understood the things they were going through when they did this stuff.
It affects family, it affects friends. And I think the hardest thing for me, being a godly woman and trying to be a godly mother and praying for my children, is I felt a little ashamed in front of people.
I was nervous when I was around my parents because I was under the influence, 98% of the time, and sometimes would be worse than others. I tried to keep it at a minimum, and then at nighttime I would disappear, be gone for 3-4 days.
Many times that Michael would go and he'd come home and have sores on his face and things. We would pray over him. He never even knew it. And it's very difficult. You just have to give him to God. It got to a point that I think my negativity probably drove him further away. And we just had to say, okay, we're done. That was the tough love part. That we just said, Michael, we can't help you anymore.
It was now up to Michael, but options were few. He had dropped out of high school in his freshman year, got married, had 2 children, was remarried, had a 3rd child, and along the way, his first wife refused to let Michael or his parents see their grandchildren.
She was still a little reluctant at the time, but she finally said, yes, I do understand that Michael's come a long ways and I want him to see his children. So we were able to go pick them up that weekend, and sorry. It was the most wonderful feeling in the world. I felt like through the whole journey that I had lost almost my entire family.
Michael eventually did lose his family. Child Protective Services removing his 2-year-old son. Michael faced losing his parental rights as a father. His son faced a life without a dad. And the courts mandated Michael enroll in NewDay's Focus Fatherhood program. Peggy's prayers had been answered.
I'm very thankful for the Focus Fatherhood class. I think it helped Michael realize that he was not alone.
Focus Fatherhood was the one who really turned it around because of the things that we learned that we didn't know.
I'm overwhelmed with proudness. I give God the glory first. I give Michael the glory second.
Well, that really opened my eyes is my son. And it's my 10-year-old Caden. And him, coming to me and saying, Dad, I lost you. where did you go? Why can't I come see you anymore? What happened? I have to sit there and explain to him, son, I made a mistake. I'm better now.
Focused fatherhood proved to be the difference maker. Families offering children unfailing support, teaching men to be the father their children need, understanding the importance of the fatherhood role in the lives of their children. Dads learn practical skills to being a real man and father, how to respect, honor, and co-parent with the mother of their children, and focus on themselves instead of trying to control others.
The biggest thing you can do is pay attention. Be involved in your kid's life.
Not only did Michael graduate from the Focused Fatherhood program, but he stayed on as a volunteer and does so to this very day. As a result of the changes in his life, CPS has closed his case and returned his son to Michael and his wife.
He's married with a beautiful family of children that love and adore him.
Another example of someone being empowered by the God-given compassion of NewDay Services, where caring relationships and practical help can touch people's hearts and transform lives every single day at NewDay Services.